Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today to just do quite a nice easy little video really. It's not a tag or anything, it's just that while I've been poorly I've been sort of sat and looking at some of my favourite decks, and it's some of the cards in some of my favourite decks really make me smile and make me happy. So I just thought it would be nice to share those cards. So this is some of my favourite cards from some of my favourite decks. I think that's what I'll probably call the video. There's quite a lot of cards here, but obviously I won't spend too long on any of them really. The first card, this is from the Mouseboat Tarot, and I've had this deck quite a long time. I first saw this deck on Sandra's channel. Yeah, isn't it beautiful, the sun? I think this whole deck makes me smile a lot just because of all the little creatures in it. I mean, I think we've got like a hamster here and a little vole and a blue tit and a snail. And they're at the local pub. It's probably called the Rising Sun because we have a lot of pubs called the Rising Sun in the UK. And they've just come for a nice afternoon out. They're going to have a drink. They're going to sit in the sun. They're going to listen to the music. And oh, that just makes me happy. I miss that. I feel like we haven't seen the sun here in England where I live since Christmas. I literally can't remember where we last had an afternoon or a morning of sunshine. It is overcast and gloomy and raining every single day. And I think a lot of us, it's getting us down. So, you know, you can kind of cope in the winter with the cold. If you get some bright sunshine, it tends to cheer everything up, doesn't it? But this gloomy, overcast, oppressive weather, I think just matches the heaviness of the energy at the moment. It's like it's low vibrational, it's awful. And so yeah, the sun, I cannot wait for the sun. This next card is from the Mary L Tarot, and I don't know how many years ago I bought the Mary L deck, but quite a long time ago. And this card, immediately, I was just like, wow. This is just so beautiful. Everything about it, the composition, the colours, the feel, the emotion, everything is just utterly beautiful. I so wish I could find this in a painting to put on my wall. It's like these three separate flows of water, of emotion here, are all coming together, aren't they, at the bottom? They've all travelled along here and they're all going to come together at the bottom there. I don't know what it is. It's just beautiful. Really, really gorgeous. It makes me happy looking at this card. There's just something so beautiful about, like I said, the composition of it, the colours, the energy. I would love to have that hanging on my wall. So the next two cards, these are from, let me put this down a bit. There we go. And then I haven't got to hold the cards up all the time. These are from the Occultist tarot deck. And again, these just remind me of summer. I'm a big fan of pre-Raphaelite art. This one I think is just purely called Night, and it's by Edward Hughes. I'm sure I remember that. But it's just gorgeous, isn't it? it's just so sweet and beautiful and simple. And this one is called The Soul of the Rose by John Waterhouse. And I used to have this as a painting, but I think I've given it to my son, actually. But again, this is just beautiful. I want to be this woman with her beautiful red hair and her beautiful green dress and her beautiful garden, going round and sniffing all the roses with the sun shining, with the birds and the bees all around me. It's just, oh, it's just everything. These are such beautiful cards. So yeah, they really make me happy to look at those. The next card just makes me laugh, really. This is from the Pagan Cats Tarot, and the Pagan Cats Tarot is a really nice little deck anyway. It's a really nice reader. It's got some lovely images in it. And I love that for each one of the knights, they've got a cat on the back of an animal. Like I think the Knight of Wands is a fox. Cat on the back of a fox. And this one, it just never ceases to make me laugh. This grumpy looking black cat on the back of a white goat that is going nowhere. You know, he's in no rush to go anywhere, this goat, is he? He's going to eat the grass and do his goaty type thing. But just that cat's face, it's like, my cat looks like that often, sits there looking quite grumpy, and you just sort of wish that you knew what they were thinking, really. They might not be grumpy at all, but they look it, don't they? So yeah, that just makes me laugh. It makes me smile. It is one of my favourite tarot cards ever, actually. The next little set of cards are from my... see, my brain is terrible. Pensive Path Tarot. Pensive Path Tarot. And these are probably my favourite cards from that deck. I love all of them for different reasons. The High Priestess here, you don't very often see quite an elderly lady, certainly not one who's looking... well, she just looks like she's past it all, doesn't she? She looks like she's had enough. Like she almost hasn't got enough energy, really, to sort of lift her head up and talk to you or say hello to you. It's like she's been there, she's seen that, she's done that, and she's past it all. She looks quite jaded, doesn't she, as a high priestess? Perhaps she's travelled to the land of the dead and back again too many times. I don't really know, but it just makes me smile, really, for lots of different reasons, really. I think sometimes when you're very intuitive, or you have some psychic ability, or you're very sensitive, the world can often leave you feeling this way, where you're just like, oh, just leave me alone. The Empress here is beautiful. I love this little reluctant little girl Empress, and her little face, bless her, she's just like, oh, she's overwhelmed, isn't she? And I think all of us have felt that way at some time or another, haven't we, where it's like we don't want the responsibility. We just want to do our own thing. You know, I guess she just wants to run around in her lovely little dress and be given presents and things like that. She doesn't want the responsibility. She's overwhelmed by the responsibility of being the Empress. And I think life can be like that for lots of grown-ups, can't it? It's like you just want to go back to being a child again, where everything was innocent and like I said, you had no real responsibilities, and the world was like a big adventure. You weren't already jaded like the High Priestess here. So yeah, I think that's so cute. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use a child as the Empress, and also the Emperor is a child in this deck as well. I don't think I've seen anybody use that before. The Strength card here, I mean, what a genius card. Absolutely genius. The self-discipline of this dog. This dog is so well trained. He's got major inner strength. He's just going to sit there with those sausages on his nose until he's told he can eat them. It's a genius card. And the Two of Wands here as well really makes me smile, because I think that's just such a familiar image, isn't it? I know I've done that myself countless occasions. It's like you're looking out the window, you kind of want to go out, or you need to go out, but you're like, is it going to rain? You know, what should I do? Oh, I don't know. And you keep going looking at the window, and then you go back again, and you're like, should I take my brolly? Oh, I don't know. And it's just all of that, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do next? So I really like, these are my favourite cards from the Pensive Path. I love all of those. For one reason or another, they make me smile. The next little set of cards are from my Forest of Enchantment deck, and these are all the cards that I just find beautiful in that deck. Let's see if I can get them all in. They all go in, just about. Put it up just a little bit. There we go. They're just all beautiful. It's such a lovely deck on the whole. It can give me shivers, actually, this deck sometimes, the Forest of Enchantment. We've got the fairy wind here. Sunlight, starlight. I love all the owls in the Eight of Spells. I think it must be the Eight of Wands, isn't it? Which again reminds me of Harry Potter, so I think that makes me smile. And then this beautiful Strength card here is so sweet. Everything about this, I just love it. I love the fairies in flight. Pan, you know, playing music here with the sunlight, the sun rising through the trees. The fairies all sort of looking up in awe at the stars. It's just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. It's such a warm and cozy, and it's a lovely deck. I don't have the words at the moment. It's just a lovely deck. The next card is, this is from a deck that I've only just started to work with. This is the Shimmering Veil. And out of all of the cards that I've pulled so far, this one has just stood out to me, really. This is the Three of Wands. And this is like consciously creating your world, isn't it? Consciously creating your universe. And this is a beautiful world here, look, with all the colours. I just think it's gorgeous. It really, really makes me feel happy to look at this card. It brings up a lot of emotions in me. I think when you've got chronic health problems, you often are fighting with yourself, really, because, you know, if you're physically poorly for too long, it has a knock-on effect on your mental health. And if your mental health is not great, it can have a knock-on effect on your physical health. And so being mindful, being positive, being grateful, being intentional, these are all really important things when you're not well, and sometimes it can feel like an upward battle. And this card is just so full of hope and promise and colour, and it's like this person is making all the good things. You know, they're creating their universe around them full of all the colour and all the happiness and all the love and all the brightness, all the gratitude, all the good things. It's a lovely card. That may have to go on my altar, actually. And the last set of cards, these are from the Witch's Wisdom. And I mean, there's so many cards in that deck that I could pull, but I've pulled quite a few out just to look at again, because they're all just so beautiful. They all make me think of the lovely countryside around me in the UK, all the things that I love, the rivers, the swans, the forests and woods. When I was younger, I used to like to walk in the woods at night time. I'd like to do that again. Not on my own. I need somebody to go with, but yeah, it's just lovely. There's Shire horses, the bluebells, the primroses. This is just a beautiful card in general healing, isn't it? It's like all the little fae around on all of the flowers there. Just really pretty. The dragonflies and the sun reflecting off the water. The starlings and like the big murmurations, and some of the skies we get in Norfolk where I live, particularly going out towards the coast, towards sort of Great Yarmouth and Galston, out that way. That's very, very flat. There's a lot of rivers, there's a lot of old windmills. A lot of farmers use the land to graze cattle on. Like I said, the skies are just vast, and you'll often see these big murmurations in the sky. Just fascinating. We have lots of deer around where I live. Lots and lots of deer. This is just so pretty, isn't it? This sort of little lake or this pond with the little ducks, and it's just beautiful. This is another just very, very beautiful scene. It's sort of autumnal, that, isn't it? Sort of late summer. All the butterflies, the sun. You can almost feel the heat off that card, can't you? And another really pretty card. We don't have any of these stones around where I live, these standing stones, or not that I'm aware of actually, but we have lots of lovely little glades like this full of these beautiful flowers and bees and trees, and then this last one here with the mushrooms. I've always just loved that card. I love how it's like all of the, is it called mycelium? I may have said that wrong, I'm not sure, but the network of, all of these mushrooms under the ground. It's just beautiful, isn't it? So yeah, that is the Witch's Wisdom deck, which I don't very often use to read with. It's more of a deck that I pull out and go, oh, look at the cards, they're so gorgeous. It's a deck that I get out and I look at, and it cheers me up and reminds me of all that is good in the world, you know. So there we go. That's just a very quick little look at some of my favourite cards from some of my favourite decks. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that it was cheering for people to look at these cards, because I would imagine for most places where you live in the world at the moment, the weather's pretty grotty in the northern hemisphere, and the energy is certainly grotty, isn't it? The energy is heavy and kind of low vibrational, and so I just felt it was important to bring something in that was cheery and positive and life affirming and warm, full of the sun. So there we go. Do say hello. I'm sending everybody my love, and I will see you all again soon.